This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to Tampa Bay and Raymond James Stadium, the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on last year's national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it, this football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And it's a bunch formation. The linebacker shifting around now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Wide open downfield. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tulane. They draw first blood in this national title game. Wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with a mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jordan. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Off the play fake on first down. Makes a quick catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Bootleg looking to throw. The receiver grabs it. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
With the catch, it's Edwards. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit.
It is intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 44.
Was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football where it was headed. Secondary coaches got to be proud.
So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Quick throw over the middle. What a catch! And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense stays on the field. We're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw here. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Looking to throw it again. Moves out of the pocket. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The defense has got it. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. At the 20. Touchdown, tied. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd. It's a takeaway and a touchdown, and this game is suddenly tied. What a moment in this championship game.
Yeah, just a sensational play by this defense right here. Their fingerprints are all over that, and you could see it. They weren't content with just getting a stop or getting a turnover. They wanted to score, and they did.
And he knocks through the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He hands it off from the gun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receiver.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
No fair catch, looking to return this punt. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Now Juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Throwing off play action. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Sullivan. It's a solid game to pick up the first down and what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. A new set of downs after that completion. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Offense showing a bunch formation now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. But only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Ball handed off. Going toward the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Bama. And they get set now to try the PAT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. They'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught by the receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He's wide open. Look out. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there. And the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. Got the first down and still motoring. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up a big gain, but look at this. They're already at the line of scrimmage about to snap the ball again.
An open target on the left side. He's brought down after a short gain. It's not going to be first down yardage.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
A completion sets up a second down play. On the the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. It's complete on the crossing route. Tackle made at the 13, but here we go, a red zone opportunity.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And he'll wisely throw that one away. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Has a path to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Green Wave. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Jordan. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking to throw it on first down. On the run here. Lets it go. Short throw to the back. An easy completion. Tackle is made. That's a short gain. Well short of the marker.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
That completion makes it second and medium. And here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. The 30. That's the 20. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Get some blocks. It's a foot race. They finally chase him down, but a huge return. Very lucky. They didn't bring that all the way to the house. Just a bit more space, and he was gone. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The tight end has got it. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
That's how you do it. The receiver's able to get away from the first tackler, but not the second. Good job to bring him down and prevent that 3rd down conversion. So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for
4th down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver's past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that 1st down.
1st and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
2nd down and goal upcoming. They'll hand it off. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
All right, here we go. 4th down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play with it? So they won the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Receivers are bunched together. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw, testing the middle. He's got it with room to run. Here he goes. Now the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Alabama. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
I'll tell you what, in this 1st half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. This will likely be the last play of the half. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking deep downfield to the left. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the 1st half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the 3rd quarter. Quick throw, the catch is made. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
2nd down after that previous play. Takes off in a bootleg. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
But this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside, the defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert to keep the drive going? Out of the gun now on third down. Deflected, and the defense forcing the incompletion brings up fourth down.
Boy, these defensive backs are completely locked in. Third down, the defense stays disciplined in zone coverage and knocks that one down.
Offense choosing to go for it here on fourth down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Bringing pressure. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. First down and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to scramble. Uses the ball behind the line. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. The offense will try to recover now at 2nd and 12. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Tackle down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's third down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the first down. Now it's first and goal inside the 5-yard line.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
Yeah, it's up and good to get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. They'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Play action here on first down. It's a quick grab. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
They bring him down after a gain, Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Trying to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Didn't get there. Defense makes a great stop.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down, the offense will go for it. He's got it, enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And the Sox were able to bring him down quickly.
Well, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Second down and goal. Hand off inside, looking for the touchdown. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, tied. That's another touchdown, a dream performance from this running back on the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. So far, they're struggling.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
That ball snagged for a completion. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
He's got a receiver wide open here. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. We head to the final quarter of this showdown. We're going to find out who can really make the plays when it counts the most. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Finds his man. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
As a quarterback, you see a one-on-one matchup, you want to get the ball out to your receiver, hope he can shake that tackle and get upfield for some good yards. But man, this corner made a great play after that reception.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Touchdown, Tulane. This offense really clicking. That's a huge touchdown. Still trailing, but a one-possession game with that trophy on the line right now.
Well, the national championship's on the line. The offense has done their job, and now it's up to their own defense. Can they get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with a chance to make this thing get really interesting?
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jordan. When he's got some space here. Powering through the defender. Oh, he almost broke it. Finally steps out of bounds. What a great return to set up the offense now. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. We'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play calling? Breaks into the clear. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him, but it's a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Well, this guy just keeps making plays. I mean, here we are late in the ball game. They keep finding ways to get him the football, and he's had one of those games that they just can't find a way to slow him down. He's lined up inside. He's moved to the outside. He's been a tough matchup, and he's made this defense pay for it.
They finally corral him at the 1.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate.
Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Here's that defense shifting again. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Grabbed by the receiver. Breaks loose at the 45. And runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
And Looking to throw now on first down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Looking to throw again. It's caught. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. No huddle here for the offense. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught quickly. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Looking for the wideout. Oh, what a grab! And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there. The defense showing blitz here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency. Going to come up with a miracle late here. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught in the flat by the running back. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
That completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. The pocket breaking down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk a possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for the touchdown here on 4th down. Wants to throw it. Launching one to the end zone. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Green Wave. That was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind, but it's a 1-possession game, national championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent. What will their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Jordan. And he's stopping short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he is delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP of the national title.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here we go. A national championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Buck inside the red zone and still running. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. Can you imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Play of the drive now from the 25. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking deep for late game heroics. And it's hauled in. What a catch. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. Well, I had to have the score, but now Kirk, national championship on the line. They got to get the ball back and score again.
You love to see the fight in this team. They're not giving up. They know what's at stake. They're trying to win this national championship, and with that score, they've got a shot. But now, really, it comes down to catching a break on the onside kick. The ball has to bounce right, and somehow you've got to recover it to give yourself a shot.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
A national championship right in front of them. The offense can keep the football away here. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here we go. A national championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. A national championship right in front of them if the offense can keep the football away here. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that first down should be the clincher for our new national champions.
This guy just continues to come up with big plays. I mean, this game really, at this point, is out of reach, and yet this guy continues to be showcased. One of the best tight ends in the country, showing his ability to win on the inside, has the athletic ability to get a matchup to the outside and make defenses pay for that. He's done it here, and to me, has a lot to do with why they're enjoying this nice lead.
That's it. It's official.